Oil prices are surging after fresh US sanctions Russia's top energy giants, a move that could shake global supply chains and force major buyers like India and China to rethink their imports. Take a look at our next report for more details.
Oil prices surged almost 5% early Thursday. Markets reacted after the US put sanctions on leading Russian suppliers Rosneft and Lukoil over the Ukraine war. One analyst said the sanctions mean refineries in China and India will need to find other suppliers for oil, or they risk exclusion from the Western banking system. Both countries are major buyers of Russian oil. The US said it was prepared to take further action as it called on Moscow to agree to a ceasefire in Ukraine. Britain sanctioned Rosneft and Lukoil last week. EU countries have approved a 19th package of sanctions against Russia, which includes a ban on imports of the country's LNG. Brent and West Texas Intermediate futures rose by more than $2 a barrel after the sanctions were announced. Analysts argue the impact of sanctions on oil markets will depend on how India reacts and if Russia finds alternative buyers. India became the largest buyer of discounted seaborne Russian crude after Moscow began its war in Ukraine. Industry sources said Thursday Indian refiners are likely to sharply cut imports of Russian oil due to the new sanctions. Another source said the top Indian buyer of Russian crude, Reliance Industries, plans to lower or stop such imports completely. But some analysts remain unsure on whether the sanctions will lead to a big shift in supply and demand.